Test scores for kids in U.S. history and civics took a plunge. The news comes as the world is still trying to grapple with COVID-era learning loss.
Parents, teachers, and policymakers are all searching for answers. Fox News correspondent David Spunt reports with the new numbers tonight.
A for effort, maybe. Eighth graders nationwide aren't testing well. Scores hit record lows last year, according to the nation's report card.
This is something that the president is concerned about, that the Secretary of Education is concerned about.
There was a 5-point drop in U.S. history scores from 2018 to 2022. It's part of a downward trend that started almost a decade ago. Only 13% of students are proficient in topics like democracy, culture, and technology. One question on the national test asked kids how to connect the Constitution to Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. Few could provide a complete response.
It matters that it's history, because if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it.
And in civics, scores dipped 2%, the first ever decline since the test began in the 1990s.
I think maybe there's a disconnect in the curriculum that's being used and what the teachers are presenting.
The results follow recent declines in reading and math scores, and it further underscores the impact of COVID-19.
It has placed most of our children at least a year behind.
The education secretary is taking aim at Republicans, saying now is not the time to ban books and censor educators. The GOP has zeroed in on culture wars at public schools across the country, arguing some topics regarding race and sex are too sensitive for kids.
We signed legislation last year that demanded that parents have a right to opt out of curriculum, and at the core of this, parents have a say about their children.
The results of the nation's report card were gathered from about 8,000 students at 400 different schools. In Washington, David Spunt, Fox News.